I might be having a little too much fun out here.
You're crazy.
What's going on in the GDP kitchen?
The automatic platform has a lot of possibilities. It just needs a few bugs worked out. Kind of something we were afraid of. I have a confession to make. I feel like I've cheated. I've been in a very long relationship. Now it might be over. Let me tell you what's going on. I have been using Milwaukee tools for years now. Impact drivers, drills, sawzall, hedge trimmer, circular saw, tape measure, even though the tape measure isn't battery powered, but you get the idea. Now, I grew up in Milwaukee, so I kind of felt a little loyal to that brand. Milwaukee, born and raised, using Milwaukee tools, but now I picked up a Ryobi. I was thinking about going with a Milwaukee string trimmer, but they are pretty expensive. This Ryobi tool here was just a little over $100, not only for the tool, but also for the battery and the charger. I couldn't pass it up. I definitely feel guilty. I feel like maybe I went against the Milwaukee brand. I feel like a little bit of a traitor, but I'm gonna try it out. The price was right, and I needed to get something to kind of knock back all this grass and all these weeds. So let's put this thing together and let's see how it does. So let's put this thing together and see what's up. Tighten that down a bit, but I think that's pretty much it. It's ready to go. Well, needs the battery yet. There we go. 40 volt, 4 amp hour battery. Can't wait to test this out. I did feel a little guilty getting a Ryobi product because, you know, everything I own is Milwaukee, but I'm liking it. I think it was a good investment. Really kind of cleaned up some of these areas over here.
Yeah, I think it'll be nice to have some of those areas cleared where we need to be going through. It'll make it a lot easier getting around, and also being able to see the area too, in case there's any snakes or other critters around.
A little snake in the grass. We see you now that the grass is cut. You know, it's just a good chop and drop method. All this grass and weeds, I'll just kind of leave them where they are, unless I really need to move it, and then it'll kind of act as like sort of like a mulch, cover the soil. Actually, I wasn't even going to get a power tool. Like, my first choice was actually a scythe. I think that would have been cool, but scythe supply was out, so I needed to get something. And of course, even better than a scythe would have been maybe a goat. No, a sheep. Animals are the best way to remove grass and weeds, right?
Maybe eventually that'll be the way we go.
Grasses respond better to the chomping and pulling of the animal's teeth. A lot more stress for the grass than just automatic cutting, so it tends to force the grass to grow better. And plus, they leave their fertilizer around. Well, this is pretty exciting. Using this is pretty fun. I might be having a little too much fun out here.
What's going on in the GDP kitchen?
Preparing some food. I decided it might be easier if I prepared meals for the week ahead of time. And that way, you know, if we're working on the house or something, I don't have to worry about stopping, making meals, and eating. We can just grab something and eat real quick.
That's a good time saver for anyone, especially in today's hectic lifestyle. But even us out here, kind of living by our own pace, sometimes it's just a good time-saving technique.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
So what's first up on the list?
I'm gonna make some bone broth, get that going, because that has to be cooking for a while.
So I'm back out here this morning, still cutting grass. And you can see I got my goggles on. But as you can see, I got a lot done in just a short amount of time. A couple of strings I've already wore down on the trimmer, but I've got another attachment. I'm going to try and use that for the thicker weeds. So check this out. So I'm going to use that tool with the blade attachment. I'm going to see how it does against these thicker weeds. Woo. That blade attachment really knocks down those big weeds pretty fast. Doesn't do so well with the grass, but I guess you gotta have the right tool for the right job. String for the grass, blade for the weeds. Well, I think I'm getting the hang of this trimmer, and I think things are looking really good out here. So we want to be able to park the Tahoe under one of these bays. Also the trailer. Now that I kind of got the front area knocked down kind of where we want it, I'm going to start kind of working on some of these areas kind of right around the trailer and kind of on a lot of the paths where we walk with crew. I'm going to knock back some of this area over here, but I'm going to keep going right around the trailer. Look at all this. I'm going to get all of this and then start kind of working my way out this way too. A lot of very thick weeds, so I'm going to get those blades and just chop them all down. Uh-oh, what we got going on here?
I'm making some burgers.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be for lunch.
Jess and I just ate super delicious burgers. Oh, amazing. Now we are set. We are going to start doing some cob work. We got a couple layers done. We want to get those protected. We're ready to get to it. Now I'm going to be putting the lift into action today. It's I made a few tweaks to it, but I'm still not crazy about it. I'll probably just kind of keep tweaking a little bit here and there until I get it just the way we want it. A couple things I've done is I dropped the winch down a couple of rungs to kind of get it out of the way. I've also added a couple of ramps, but I'm definitely not crazy about the ramps. They're just kind of wood ramps. I feel like I could do better. So I'm just gonna keep working on it a little bit, tweaking here and there, but it's pretty close. I tell you, I probably should have been working on some of this stuff yesterday, but I might have gotten carried away with the cutting the grass and playing around with the new toy. But what can you do? Guys gotta have fun too, right? There she is. Look at this lady, making food and doing cob. Unbelievable. What else you trying to get done today?
That's it. I don't want to make you do all the cob because it's kind of a lot for one person. Like mixing and then you gotta stop and then climb up on top of the wall and apply it and then come back down.
Oh, shout out to the best lady in the world right here. Hey, success, y'all. And it's like perfect temperature, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's a warm one, but it's not too bad.
it's really nice.
Yeah, maybe it'd be nicer if some of those clouds moved in front of the sun. Wow, it could rain today. Man, I'm really excited about the platform. I think the automatic platform has a lot of possibilities. It just needs a few bugs worked out.
I think for the most part it's working okay.
I mean, when we were doing that cob, we were working it pretty quick. Like getting the material up there, even though the winch is kind of slow, you know, it's just so much easier just to put the load onto the platform and then raise it up to you. And then you were able to just pick it up and get it to where you need to.
And I'm sure it's a lot easier on you.
Well, I remember doing that cob the last time. It would have been nice to have to be able to automatically lift that up to you instead of carrying those buckets up. Woo! It was a workout and a half, I'll tell you that much. But I think I'm really close on this, and I think it's going to work out really well. Once I just work out a few of these bugs, we're going to be rocking and rolling. Kind of something we were afraid of. The wire we had wrapped around the pulley snapped, and one of the top rungs bent.
Do you want me to try to reattach the wire?
Usually the wire holds up. I'm actually surprised it snapped. Well, this was going along pretty well until we discovered that wire snapped. And even though it just took time to put that wire back up there, it just it snapped again. It doesn't look like that wire is going to be sufficient to hold that. My original thinking was the metal pipe clamp. I had a pipe clamp that I was going to put on there, but it was too small. So I needed a larger pipe clamp. So I'm going to probably have to go back and get a pipe clamp to put on there to really hold that pulley in place. Unfortunately, we really bent up that rung. We'll have to be careful with that. Uh-oh, yummy, yummy. Is this the next meal on the list?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, chow down. I want to see you eat some of that.
No. This is for the chickens. So I guess I'm kind of prepping meals for the animals too. Got some things ready for crew, and this is for the chickens. I usually just take whatever kind of kitchen scraps and things and blend it up for the chickens. There's some seeds in there and veggie scraps, and we have kind of picky chickens. I know some people might just kind of throw whole scraps of food for them, but our chickens won't touch that. They're very small chickens, so that might have something to do with it, but
They're old English hens, right?
yeah.
Yeah, kind of prissy.
So I gotta blend it to a nice puree.
Are you ready to serve it to their majesties?
Yeah.
We made a last mix and now we gotta use it. I'll have to get this up the old-fashioned way. You want to just keep cobbing? I'll just do that all day. It wasn't too bad. I'd do it.
You're crazy.
Dang, Jess, you better hurry up. The clouds are coming.
Yeah.
We might get that rain.
I don't know how you lift this thing.
I took my Mega Man pills this morning. I wish I had some Mega Man pills. It'd give me an arm blaster. I have to defeat Mudman first. then I'll get Mudman powers. Oh, I felt some drops, Jess.
Rain's coming. Maybe we wouldn't be able to do much more anyway.
Yeah, that's the ticket. Well, blame it on the rain, yeah, yeah. But whatever you do, don't put the blame on you.
It's raining! Ah!
Oh, I didn't like that. It's rearing up for battle.
Well, we got a little bit of rain, nothing too substantial. The clouds are still look menacing, so it could still come down, but we're off to such a good start with the cob. But with the wire snapping like that, we can't do anything more with that. It's not like I can run down quick to the local hardware store to pick up some more supplies. Anything really close to us is closed today, and I don't really want to drive to a big box store because that'll take the rest of the day just doing that. So instead, I'm going to go back to what I was doing the other day. I got this area cut down with all the grass and the weeds. I'm going to trim up this bush a little bit, just take off some of the dead stuff, then clear out this area underneath the awning, and then I'll get the Tahoe all around and just drive it right through here. And it'll be a really nice parking spot for the Tahoe. Kind of keep it out of the sun and the rain. We also got that trailer over there. I'll probably try and see if I can maneuver that under here too, and just get those both out of the elements. This bush is alive and healthy, so I'm not going to cut it down. I think we can just maneuver around it when we come out with the Tahoe. But I am going to pull off some of these dead branches. Clean it up a little bit. I found one of Crew's old bones down here. It's got them hidden everywhere.
Uh-oh, breakfast is done. Looks delicious. Can I eat some now? She's so mean to me. Obviously you can see I got a collection of stuff going on over here. This is kind of where I've been doing some of my woodworking. And I gotta move it just a little further in, that's it. A bunch of that is some building materials we got a while ago from someone that unfortunately couldn't continue on with their own build. Some of that's in pretty rough shape. Some of the glass frames there might have to get, I'd have to reframe them, but I think we're lucky to have them. All right, we got this area cleared up pretty quick, not too bad. Things are looking really good. I'll probably just kind of look at it real closely, make sure I go over it real carefully, because I have been doing some woodworking in this area, so I want to make sure no screws or metal or anything that can puncture the tires. And then I think we'll be good to go right here. Why are you giving this lettuce a bath?
That is Napa cabbage.
Wait, what? Nappy cabbage?
Napa.
Napa cabbage?
I thought I'd try making some kimchi.
Oh, kimchi! It's good. It's good for the gut.
Yeah, I'm trying to eat more fermented food to kind of help my digestive system and my immune system. And kimchi is something that I enjoy. I think it's a Korean dish, but my grandmother, who was Japanese, she used to make kimchi sometimes too. This is the first time I'm trying to make it myself, so I'm gonna give it a shot. This cabbage has to sit in this brine overnight before I go on to the next step.
All right, so I'm almost ready to go. I'm gonna clear out some of the material right over here so I can actually bring the Tahoe around and pull it in. Man, it looks like we could get more rain. I'll take it. I'll take any little bit we can. But I'm gonna put my gloves on just to make sure I'm not surprised by any more snakes or centipedes or scorpions or whatever else. It's like a small snake skin under here. Teeming with life underneath these boards. Goat milk. Oh, are you using this right now?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing with the goat milk?
I'm gonna make another fermented food. Some yogurt.
Yogurt! Wait, I thought you couldn't do a yogurt anymore.
Well, figured goat milk might be a little easier on me than cow milk.
What is it?
That's what happens when you pour gelatin over goat milk.
It looks like brains. So I'm gonna see if I can just kind of maneuver this by hand and get it under the roof real quick.
Isn't that heavy? Whoa. That strong man.
Hang on. Don't give me the compliments yet. Now I gotta pull it.
Cheering you.
I didn't think I'd be hauling a trailer by hand today. I'm a little out of breath now. With the little bit of rain we had and the cut grass, I mean, there was such an amazing smell. Not something you often get in the desert. Freshly cut grass and a rain smell just together like that at the same time, same day. It was an amazing experience. All right, gonna pull the Tahoe through, put it underneath the awning. Said it wouldn't take long. This might be a lie. I don't know.
It'd be kind of tricky. Let me know if you need my assistance in any way. You don't think you can just back it in?
Yeah.
I don't know, that seems like really tight.
How is it? Got it?
Yep, got it.
Not too bad. Ah, this is upsetting. I'll just have to clear this whole thing out. I'll move it someplace else. And then I think maybe if I pull it out, I think I can maybe bring it around here and then,
Make a wider turn.
yeah, make a little wider turn. Ah, that was close. Well, that's not too bad backing it up. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is this onion yogurt you're making?
No. I'm kind of double cooking here, I guess. I got the yogurt going, and now I'm making something else.
Someone's very interested in what you're doing over here. Plus crew looks pretty excited about it. Looks good. You know, moving a trailer by hand works up an appetite. Not only did you come out here helping me with doing this cob, but you're also really busy cooking up some stuff, huh?
Hopefully this saves me some time later in the week. If I can prepare some meals ahead of time.
Now I want to say she was up there cooking up a storm and doing a lot of work, but Jim did the dishes. Jim helped out and did a lot of those dishes, so don't think I wasn't doing my part in it.
That's a big help because, I mean, the more you cook, the more dishes you make.
Crew's waiting patiently by our side.
Mama, I'm ready for some. Give me some of that.
In the past, some people have asked about what we eat here, our diet. So I thought we'd show a little of that. You know, that's probably going to change as things change out here. We're trying to move to living more sustainably, living more in a self-reliant way, producing our own food. Right now, a lot of what we eat comes from the grocery store. For me, that's not ideal because I don't know where that food came from. It's important that we have a closer connection to our food.
Yeah, that's going to be a real important thing for us going forward.
So right now, while we're building our house, while we're out here transitioning to more of a sustainable lifestyle, we're trying to get more healthy. I think we're trying some different things with our diet and seeing like what can we eat and maybe in the future how that might work out. And some of the choices that I make about what I eat has to do with my health, certain health conditions and certain foods that give me troubles. So that's a reason for some of the things that we eat, and that might all change too. I'm finding the way I feel best is just experimenting and finding a good balance for me, for my body, and also for our lifestyle, what works for us. So we're still kind of working through that, and I'm sure we'll talk about more of that in the future.
Oh yeah.
And the kind of the reasons for some of our food choices and how we go about preparing it.
Jess, you've worked so hard in pulling this all together. Thank you so much for this delicious meal. You want me to try one? Should I take a bite?
Sure.
I can taste all the hard labor that went into this.
Now you get to relax with a cup of tea. Did you enjoy your own dinner?
Yeah, that was good.
Wow, so much going on here, isn't it? So much drama.
Always.
So I think we got a real winner here. I just got to make a few adjustments. There might be some things I might want to try. I might try putting the winch at the top of the ladder. I kind of avoided that before because I was thinking I might make things a little top heavy, but I might give that a try. I might try reversing the ladder. Just a couple little different things. Not having those ramps made out of wood, but I think this will definitely be an awesome tool for helping us to build. So all right, so probably by the time you've seen this, I'll have already kind of made some adjustments with the ladder. I think we'll be ready to go. So adjusting the ladder's coming up, finishing the cob, and getting more layers.
Of bags.
Of bags. Let's do it. All right, we'll catch you in the next video, y'all. Bye.